Hey guys, it's Anna and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be featuring fragrances that YouTube made me buy. I have been influenced. I did get samples of them first though, except for one because it was more affordable. You guys know I highly encourage sampling first because even with my favorite creators, our tastes do not line up 100%. But these people definitely piqued my interest on these fragrances. They hyped them up, they got me curious, I had to try them. And I just thought it would be fun to not only highlight the fragrances themselves, but also the creators. So the very first creator that I'm gonna talk about is of course Demi. I'm sorry, but if you are a part of the fragrance community, like you cannot tell me that she has not influenced at least one fragrance purchase for you. She has such an incredible presence and influence in this space. She is the first fragrance content creator that I started watching. So many of the fragrances in my collection I own because of her. And it's crazy because I know when she posts a video talking about a new fragrance brand or a new fragrance in general, I know that that fragrance is going to just skyrocket in popularity. She really puts a lot of fragrances on the map. You know, my obsession with this whole thing, I think, started in the same way that it did for a lot of people, you know, wanting a signature scent, looking for something that really felt like me, and I didn't know where to start. You know, it's quite overwhelming, all the different options, and I went to YouTube and just binged her videos, and I was so captivated by her descriptions, her knowledge, and I just ached to get my nose on these scents as to understand what she was experiencing. So I'm very grateful for her. She has really paved the way in this space. So I was so happy for her and incredibly excited to try her very first collaboration with a niche fragrance house, Fragrance du Bois, and this is of course Minuit et Demi, and this is one of my favorite fragrances in my collection. I am so glad this is a part of the permanent line in this house because at first when they were saying like this is limited edition, I'm like, what are you doing? Because this scent profile was really missing from the house in my opinion, and this is such a gorgeous unisex fall winter sexy gourmand date fragrance. It is so cozy and it has a myriad of my favorite fragrance notes, and she just killed it. And any note in this lineup that I was a little nervous about, like I'm not sure if it's gonna be done like this, I don't know if it's gonna be for me, it's done to perfection. This has a spiciness to it. We have pimento and cardamom, but it's not too spicy. It's not kitchen spicy. It just adds a little twist, a little edge to the fragrance. There's caramel, vanilla, so there's a sweetness. It's not too sweet. It's unisex, leaning a little feminine. The coffee note, it's not gonna leave you smelling like espresso or a latte or really intense dry dark roast coffee beans. It's just that little gourmand touch to make it cozy, warm, and then the base notes just bring it all together, bring a sophistication, depth, character. It's smooth. We have cashmere, boozy notes, cedar, tobacco, and it's just done in the most delightful way. This is a huge compliment getter for me. When I run out of this, I will happily buy another bottle. It has good performance. It lasts about 7 hours on me, and I'm so looking forward to see what she comes out with next. Next up, I'm going to talk about Sharita. She has been killing it in this space. Oh my gosh, she's phenomenal. Phenomenal. She just like has the whole package. She is entertaining. She is funny. Her presentation is amazing, like very professional, clean. Everything is top-notch quality when it comes to her content, like the video, the visuals, the audio, presentation, everything. And when you watch her videos, it feels like you are just getting really hyped and you're hanging out with your girlfriends, you know, like you're getting excited about fragrances here. And that girl knows how to hype a fragrance. She gets me very excited about new things. And the one she influenced me to try and buy is Narcotica's Dulce Diablo. And this is a next level gourmand, okay? This is a grown gourmand. This is not like cute vanilla, cotton candy, cookie, bakery, whatever. I mean, that's great. We love that. But this is not that. This is rich, quality, unique. I am never going to get through this bottle. It is so strong. I'm currently like trying to form a dent in here. It's been very difficult because this baby is strong. It lasts. It lasts all day. It has great projection. It is expensive, but you are truly getting your money's worth with this one. It is quite the compliment getter. You turn heads. This is one of the best chocolate fragrances I have smelled. It is wow factor, and it smells completely different to any other gourmand or chocolate fragrance I've ever smelled. It's a boozy, fruity, decadent chocolate. We have cognac and rum, but they're so freaking smooth. And then we have apricot. They smell like these like really juicy, dark apricots, just like oozed in here. There's like vanilla and sugar and tonka bean. And this is a sweet fragrance, but this is not a sickly sweet fragrance. It's not like a younger sweet fragrance. It just smells like the most insane, like Italian fancy dessert, but turned perfumery. So it definitely smells wearable. If you are wary of the honey note, which I was at first as well, I want it to be, it adds this very like silk-like, warm, cocooning, smooth, drippy experience to the fragrance. But that note in particular is not overwhelming at all. It's not animalic. It's not like, oh my gosh, this is so sweet and intense, because I feel like often honey will dominate a scent. Not in here. It is excellent. Also, I'm just now realizing this. I've been an affiliate with Door Prestige for a while now, and I've never like officially said anything about it on my channel. And I have a discount code for you if you want to use it. On a 10, we'll get you 10% off. They are a niche fragrance website. They also have a store in California, but they specialize in niche fragrances. They have a bunch of different fragrance houses available, and for each scent they carry, they offer a 2 ml sample size spray. We love that. And then also larger travel sprays, and then the full bottles. So if you want to try it, if you want to support me, I love you, thank you. But yes, that was very exciting for me. Next, I'm going to talk about one of my dearest friends in the fragrance community. She was actually like one of the first friends I made in this space, and that is, of course, Chris from the Perfume Nest. I love her so much. She is seriously one of like the kindest souls that I've ever spoken to. I really wish I lived closer to her because I just want to hang out with her. She just radiates kindness and positivity. Like, she is such a rare soul in that way, because there's certain people where I just feel like, are you a literal angel on earth? My little sister is one of those people, and Chris. I don't know. I just feel like her aura is just like sunshine and gold. I love her. She is so funny. She cracks me up. I love talking with her. She's incredibly knowledgeable. She has a very impressive nose, an impressive collection. She has tried, I feel like, just about anything, and she is a great channel to go to when you are looking for unique fragrances. She's always introducing me to something new, so thank you. And we also, I feel like, really bond on our shared love of woody scents. And I never would have tried this fragrance if it hadn't been for her. I hadn't heard of this actually before she featured this. She talks about this fragrance in particular quite often on her channel, and that is Henry Rose Queens and Monsters. And this is such a freaking good sandalwood scent. Like, we love our sandalwood scents. And not only is it a sandalwood fragrance, which I of course love, but it is a sandalwood vanilla, which that scent profile is just me. But I think they've done such an excellent job with this scent because it really does smell incredibly individual from all my other sandalwood scents, which I feel like you name it, I've probably tried it. A lot of them start to smell very similar, and they just found a way to take this beautiful scent profile and really make it their own. Gorgeous unisex fragrance, really great lasting power. The scent itself feels airy, fluffy, like a cloud. It's very likable. This could easily be a signature scent. It's gonna work well year round, honestly, for any occasion. It doesn't scream like, you know, like sexy or date night or something like that to me, but just signature scent across the board. Fantastic. Henry Rose is a clean fragrance brand, and I can really pick up on that. It smells natural and fresh. It's warm, cozy, cocooning. It literally smells like a sandalwood, musky, powdery blanket, like a cashmere blanket of sorts. There's violet leaf adding to that powdery quality, and then there is a prominent petitgrain note. So that adds a fresh green, earthy burst to the fragrance. There are very well blended white florals in the background. It just kind of supports the scent, but it doesn't make it feminine. It's definitely a unisex scent. The vanilla isn't sugary, so if you're not into that type of vanilla in your fragrances, it's just there to give it like a natural rounding out sweetness. It's not a gourmand, and then you have this coconut musk note, which, by the way, doesn't make it smell tropical or like summery, because coconut will of course often do that, but it just makes this fragrance very creamy, smooth, and comforting. Next up is my friend Phoenix, or Charlie. I appreciate her so much as a person. She periodically checks in with me just to see how I'm doing. She's just so supportive and caring, and that means so much to me. Listen, if you are the kind of person that loves YouTube for like that experience of you are sitting down and talking with your best friend, like you want to have your girl time, we're just chatting, it feels like you are literally there in the room with her. I love how her videos feel so personal. She calls herself an emotional perfume lover, and I wholeheartedly agree in the best way. When she describes scents, she really gets into how this scent makes her feel. Like, quite literally, what are the emotions she's experiencing? What is the story that this scent is telling to her? Where does it take her? And I feel like that aspect sometimes gets lost when it comes to reviewing fragrances, because they really are art forms. And, you know, it's one thing to say like, oh, well, this is a fruity floral and I can smell the rose and I can smell the strawberry and there's some musk. Yes, I like it. It's great. Next. But when you can put a feeling behind a scent, I think that's really special, and that translates a bit beyond the screen. And she's just fun. She's goofy. She owns that, and I love it. And the scent she influenced me to get is Frassai Teisenddu. This is quite literally the holidays in a bottle. Like Thanksgiving, Christmas period, there is not a single perfume that smells more like that period of the year than this to me. It's delightful. Like holiday vacation, Thanksgiving break, Christmas break. You're going to a very nice wooden ski lodge. We have like gorgeous leather furniture. The area is just covered in juniper trees. It's quiet, it's tranquil. But in the house, like, we have candles lit, we got the fireplace going. We of course have all, you know, the decorations up, the wreaths. We're serving drinks, okay? We got some rum going around, and we're baking some holiday goodies in the kitchen, okay? Like some sort of brown sugar spiced nutmeg bread with like a like a dash of an orange zest in there. That's what this smells like to me. And I feel, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit strange when I wear this scent outside of that season because it just absolutely transports me. It's so cozy, festive, comforting. It just smells like merriment and joy, and you're surrounded by family and friends. The leather is so smooth. It's not like a blast in your face of leather. It's not animalic. It's nothing like that, okay? It's just posh. It's smooth. And this is also not a full-blown gourmand. It's kind of like teetering the edge. This has moderate performance, and I would say totally unisex. Next up, my friend Elizabeth Grace. I first was introduced to her through Instagram. Everything about her as a person, her aesthetic, like, if you ask yourself, like, is it possible for a person to be this perfect? Somehow Elizabeth makes it work. I don't understand. She is beauty, elegance, grace, kindness, wrapped up in a person. I wish there were more people on this earth like her. She's just a blessing. I don't know. When I talk to her and when I like watch her content, I just feel at peace, at ease, like calm, comforted. And I remember when she was engaged, she was featuring this scent quite often, and I just feel like it perfectly embodies her as a person. And this was one of the scents that she ended up bringing on her honeymoon, and that is Roja 51. This scent is gorgeous, just unbelievably stunning, and it quite hard to describe in my opinion. We have a bunch of notes listed, but this smells like the epitome of femininity, and all of those things that I said to describe Grace, like, that is this. Like, you want to be like her? This is gonna get you one step closer. It's airy, bright, happy. There's this fluffy, fuzzy raspberry note, a very smooth, warm ylang-ylang. There's a vanilla. It doesn't smell edible at all. Again, not a gourmand vanilla, but adds a beautiful sweetness. It's a bit powdery. There's violet leaf, orris. It's grounded by a very smooth cashmere wood, sandalwood. And then we have a bunch of floral notes that all just mixed together, and I couldn't tell you what I pick out. But it's so elegant, and it smells incredibly romantic, so I can definitely see why she would choose this to be a honeymoon scent. The only thing is, this is painfully expensive, and the performance just really does not match the price tag. You're gonna have to overspray and you're gonna have to reapply. I only get a couple hours out of this one, so if you want something that smells similar to this but that's going to last longer and isn't as expensive, try Mykolaiff's Ylang in Gold. Next up, Karina Waldron. I have been following her for quite some time, and when I think of Karina, I think of beautiful, clean aesthetics. Like, that is her thing. When it comes to content creation, her visuals are just stunning, like across all of the platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. She is a boss babe now. She owns her own candle brand, Illuminar, and I'm actually planning on buying a bunch of her candles, and I would love to have them like on display over there because they're gorgeous. I just have so many candles right now that I'm like, I need to burn through the ones I already have, but I'm very much so looking forward to trying hers. Gorgeous presentation, and they are a non-toxic candle brand. The candles are made out of coconut soy wax. They're hand poured, and they have wooden wicks, which I love that. Like that cozy, comforting, crackling sound. I'm really looking forward to getting those once I burn through my collection, and then I will definitely give you an update on those. She's such a hard worker. She's very inspirational, and she really puts that out into the universe. She's very motivating. And the scent she influenced me to buy was one of my very first fragrance bottles, and that is Prada La Femme. This is such a classy, feminine fragrance and a huge compliment getter for me. This smells chic, clean, like almost luxury hotel body products or something like that. It's balmy, naturally slightly sweet. The florals are so warm, well blended, comforting. It screams yellow floral, ylang ylang, frangipani, and then it also has tuberose. It smells elegant and it's going to suit women of such a large age range. This could also be a signature scent. There's a powdery quality from the iris, and there is a beeswax note in here, which is quite unique. I don't see that too often in perfumery, and I think that that note just contributes to that whole balmy body product vibe of the scent. And then, like I said, it features a soft natural sweetness coming from the vanilla. And I feel like the scent inside really matches the bottle. Really beautiful presentation. And this has pretty good performance, I'd say. When I first got it, I did have to overspray, but I feel like after it sat for a bit, macerated, it just grew in richness. I'd say it lasts about 7 hours. Next up is Olivia Olfactory, and she is most known for her content on Instagram and TikTok, but she does also have a YouTube channel. And I have to say, I love and appreciate how unapologetically Olivia is Olivia. I think that that is such a valuable, important, and empowering quality to have. She has different dynamics to her personality. On the one hand, she is goofy, funny, doesn't take herself too seriously, and provides entertaining content in that way, but also she really enjoys teaching and learning and just sharing her knowledge and passion with her audience. And the scent that she introduced me to, that's one of my favorites, is Skylar Salt Air. This is the epitome of a clean, beachy summer scent. It is so cooling, refreshing. It just feels like a cool sea breeze headed your way. You're wearing a loose, flowy white dress, barefoot, walking on the sand. It's called Salt Air, but this is not overwhelmingly salty in the slightest. It just has that touch of that to bring in this intrigue and that experience of being near the ocean. It's not nearly as salty as something like Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt, but it's not like a marine kind of scent. You know what I mean? It has water lilies, so that also brings in an aquatic vibe. It's just so clean. Like, this is not giving seawater. There's cotton blossom, so it's introducing like freshly laundered clothes, driftwood, musk, a hint of vanilla. This is a clean fragrance brand, and again, it just smells so fresh, natural, delightful. I experience moderate performance with this one. I definitely overspray. I always, moisturize my skin. I mean, regardless of what scent I'm wearing, don't skip that step. It's just a delight to wear and smell, and you will be blessing people's noses around you. They will be grateful. Next is Rebecca Collazo, and she is another kind, supportive person. She just has a welcoming, inviting, chill energy about her. And I would say that she specializes in designer fragrance content, still some niche as well, but I'd say that that is where she's drawn to. So if you are the same, I would highly recommend visiting her channel. And she actually introduced me to Clean Reserve Sueded Oud. She featured this in a clean house review video. She actually does those quite often, like house review videos or line reviews, which is great. And I had never heard of this before then, and it really piqued my interest. This is a great unisex fragrance option for people who are looking for something that is fresh, clean, woody, suede, musk, has like a natural earthy quality to it. The only downside with this line, like as a whole, is that the performance is really lacking. Like, you need to shower yourself in these, so just be aware of that. Overspray, moisturize, hit your clothes. So if you're looking for beast mode, this is not going to be it, unfortunately, but it is really great for warm days, or you're someone who's sensitive to fragrance, someone who gets headaches, someone who works in healthcare, or you want like a fresh out of the shower scent, gym scent, like anything under that umbrella, this could be a good option for you. I really feel transported with this scent. It smells very posh, natural, earthy, but clean. Don't let the name deter you from trying this. Like, if what I'm about to describe to you interests you, try it. Get a sample, because the name makes it sound like it's gonna be heavy and intense. It is not. This smells like you are staying in a beautiful, white, clean Airbnb, like high ceilings, arches, crisp, minimalistic, okay? But then we have some beautiful carved natural like wood furniture, you know what I mean? Like we have like a suede tapestry of some sort. It feels very zen and like meditative, you know what I mean? And you've opened up all of these giant glass sliding doors, okay? And you're just letting that breeze hit you, and you're getting the smooth, soft smell of nature. It has elements of a forest as well as a desert. There's cypress, birch, cactus, balsam fir, jasmine. It's a really beautiful, well done scent. For people who enjoy fresh, natural scents, I really think you would enjoy this. Next up is Alithia from The Simple Chic Life, and I really enjoy watching her videos or just listening to her videos play. I feel very relaxed when I watch her videos. She's very calm, soothing, very informative, so I'll just have her videos playing and I can listen to her thoughts. So I'll have her video on like while I'm getting ready, while I'm doing stuff. It's like a chill podcast. She's about minimalism, and the color scheme of her content is very neutral, and it just feels like a safe space to be. And Alithia drilled this perfume in my head. I just had to try this because of her. I had to. And that is, of course, Christian Louboutin Loubirouge. And I am so glad that she put me onto this. Like she put me personally onto it. I feel like this perfume, not the bottle, the scent, perfectly encapsulates the vibe that Alithia gives. This is chic, elegant, classy, and it's not doing the most, you know? Like, don't be expecting some like incredibly unique, like wow factor kind of perfume. This scent profile to me is understated elegance. And because of how well it's done, we only have 3 notes listed: cardamom, iris, and vanilla. But because of how well it is executed, that's what makes it a wow factor perfume for me. It really is soft, dainty, feminine elegance in a bottle to me. The cardamom, of course, gives it a fresh, spicy quality. It feels like there's a fresh, woody, paper-like accord in this scent. It's powdery. There's like a slight element of like a makeup quality to it, and then a soft but enticing vanilla. It just like brings it all together. If you are testing this for the first time, please give this a proper wear test. Wear it for a whole day and then form your thoughts, okay? Because on first impression, I was like a little bit confused. I thought it smelled pretty, but because of the hype, I was expecting like something a lot more. But just let it sit with you. Let it warm up on your skin, and I found myself not being able to stop sniffing my arm, and I'm like, this is so dang pretty. Like, this is the amount of like elegance that I wish to achieve, that I wish to attain. It is absolutely timeless. This could be a wedding day scent. It could be a signature scent. It is just absolutely stunning. If you've tried it, it's in the ballpark of Celine Black Tie. It's like a sister to that to me. In my opinion, this perfume is just perfect for what it's meant to be, for what it's meant to do. And I personally experience moderate performance with this one. I actually really like to pair this with like a light vanilla body cream, not like vanilla, but something light and airy like the Fenty Vanilla body cream. That is a beautiful pairing. I feel like the vanillas in there really complement each other. Last but not least is Erin Nicole. She is classy and elegant and has a very calming nature and presence to her. She makes me think of the color pink. She really enjoys her feminine fragrances. This one in particular that she introduced me to, I would say is unisex leaning feminine, and that is Floral Street Arizona Bloom. She is actually the first person, I believe, at least that I saw, talking really about Floral Street, and this is such a gorgeous fragrance. Oh my gosh, like you want a your skin but better musky fragrance, get this. This smells like a sister to Le Labo Another 13, which is one of my favorite fragrances ever. You already know, but it is very expensive. This unfortunately does not last as long as Another 13. I experienced moderate performance with this. You will need to overspray, but it is much, much, much cheaper. This has like a natural sexiness to it. Like I'm not trying at all, but just like a little tinge of like a sexy your skin cologne, musky, a little salty vibe in there, you know? But with an uplifting, happy twist because of the coconut. It is fresh, it is crisp, it is clean. There's cashmere wood in here, but it comes off like ISO-y Super to me. That transparent, woody kind of note. Oh my gosh, I just find this scent absolutely addicting, and I will literally repurchase this forever. There's a tinge of oak moss and jasmine in the background. It's so addictive, and I get questions on this all the time. Like that and Another 13, people are just like, what is that? There's just something about this sort of like skin musk that is incredibly enticing. So that wraps it up for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I would love to know what perfumes did YouTube make you buy? If you enjoyed, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you want to see me in any more videos, I'd appreciate it so, so much. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!